Today's topic is Industrial Dispute Act 1947. Um, we know that if there is an industry, obviously there will be disputes. So, in order to settle these disputes in a peaceful and harmonious way, there was a necessity for certain act so that these disputes can be settled. There comes the necessity of Industrial Dispute Act, which came into force in the year 1947 on March 11th. March 11th, 1947 was the day when Industrial Dispute Act came into force. Now let's look into what an industry is. An industry under the Industrial Dispute Act includes all the establishments, whether the establishments are working for profit or non-profitable motive. Even the charitable organizations which are working for non-economic motives are included under the industry. So next term is dispute. What a dispute is? A dispute is a difference in opinion or a dislike towards certain thing. So in industry, there may be disputes between certain parties. There will be two parties for a dispute. So in industry, the disputes will be mainly between employers and employees or the workmen, or the dispute can be between the employers and employers, or the dispute can be even between the employees and employees. So dispute are between these persons. So when there is an industrial disputes, it has to be settled. So the Industrial Dispute Act came into force with certain objectives. So the objectives, the one of the main objectives of Industrial Dispute Act was to secure industrial peace and harmony. The second one is to enrich the conditions of the workers and to develop industrial democracy among the working conditions. And the third one was to maintain a healthy relationship between the employees and employers. So these are the main objective of the Industrial Dispute Act. Now, next coming towards the definition of the Industrial Dispute Act. According to the Industrial Dispute Act 1947, industrial dispute is defined as a dispute or a difference between the opinions of the employers and employees, or between the employers and employers, or between the employees and employees in connection to the employment or non-employment, or in terms of their employment, or with the conditions of the labor of any of the persons. So this is the definition of industrial dispute under the Industrial Dispute Act. Now let's look into the applicability of the Industrial Dispute Act. It is applicable, it includes or applied to all over India, including Jammu and Kashmir, and it also includes to all the industries or all the industrial establishments which are doing any business, trade, manufacturing, distributions of goods and services, irrespective of the number of people working in the industry. So this is applicable all over the India. And now let's look into what are the industrial dispute consequences, or the industrial disputes are manifested in different forms. These are the main forms, or these are the outcomes. Like when there is a dispute, it is shown or it is reflected in the form of strike, lockouts, layoff, and retrenchment. Now we'll just look into these four forms in detail. First is strike. Strike, as you all know, is a hartal. It is another name of strike is hartal, and according to Industrial Dispute Act, hartal or the strike is any suspension or cessation of work by a group of people employed in some industry. It is a suspension or cessation of work by a group of people in those who are employed in an industry. So the strike, there are different types of strike. They one, like few of them are different types of strike. One is pen down strike, tool down strike, or sit down strike. This is one form of strike. The other one is go slow strike, then hunger strike, picketing, Gero, and boycott. These are the few types of strikes which has been seen nowadays. Not nowadays, it's been followed from past also. So first one, let's look into pen down strike. Pen down strike is basically when the employees or like the workmen who they come to the workplace, they remain in the workplace, but they don't return, or they don't even take their tool or the pen, or they don't work for the management. Even though they are in the work premises, they don't do their work. So this is one of the strike called pen down strike, and this is seen, or this has been experienced in Punjab National Bank like 2 or 3 years back. Punjab National Bank has gone for a pen down strike. And then go slow strike, it is a technical term, or it is It is a tactics which is used by the employees, wherein they reduce the speed of the work, or the production will be reduced, and they pretend as if they are engaged in the factory, but there won't be any production, or they work very slow. If 100 units are produced in a day, normally at this time when they are in go slow strike, they will be producing only 20 units or 30 units. They pretend as if they are engaged in doing some work, but basically they are showing their conflict or their dispute towards the management. The third one is hunger strike. The hunger strike, as we all have heard and seen, that basically the strikers, a single person or a group of person, go in for fasting, and here they what they do is they exert a pressure or coercion on the management to accept, to agree their demands. So this has also been seen in our India or in our place. The other type of strike is Gero. Gero means to surround, or it is a physical blockage of the managers for from entering, or preventing them from entering or leaving a workplace. Here, what they do is basically they surround him or they encircle him and they prevent him to stay in a place. And the main objective is to the objective is to force the get out person, or to compel him to accept their demand, or withhold, like which is apart from the law. But this is not accepted nowadays. Gerao is not a legal procedure, so this is not much accepted now in India. Now, then the other one is picketing. Um, Picketing is a method wherein the strikers, or the people who are under strike, they prevent the colleagues or the co-workers from entering the organization or the workplace. And what they do is they persuade them to join them for the strike. Here they display certain placards or notice or banners, and they persuade others that some strike is going on, please join us. And they persuade the co-workers to join the strike to be more powerful. And the last kind of strike is boycott. It is a form of non-violence kind of thing, which our father of our nation, Gandhiji, has been adopting this kind of strike boycott thing. Here, what is it? They do is they intentionally or voluntarily avoid doing works. They As if this is generally done in order to distract or disrupt the routine work which is being carried out in the organization. So boycott is, so these are the various types of strike, including like boycott, picketing, gero, hunger strike. All these are different types of strike. Now the second form of industrial dispute is lockout. First one was strike, and the second one is lockouts. Strike is a thing which is initiated by the employees by not entering the premises or not working. But lockout, on the other hand, it is an counterpart of strike. Here, this lockouts is initiated by the employers. This can be said as it's a tool or a weapon in the hand of the employers, wherein they withhold from accepting the demands given by the employees. The definition given by Industrial Dispute Act is it is a temporary shutting down or closure of a business place by the employer. Here, what they do when the employees go on strikes, these employers go on lockouts. They close down the work premises, or temporarily they shut down the place, so that they will not they in turn is telling the employees that they won't be accepting their demands. This is also kind of or form of industrial dispute. Now the other one is layoff. Third one is layoff. Layoff is a temporary termination of employment of certain workers due to certain problem. For example, or not example, like a layoff will happen due to breakdown of machinery, or due to some natural calamities, or accumulation of stock, natural calamities, lack of raw materials, demand for the orders. So basically, this layoff means temporarily, like for 1 month or 2 months, these employees will be terminated from the job because of, for example, if it is a natural calamity, like 3 years before there was an snow like cloud burst in Uttarakhand. At that time, what happened was this industries or organizations surrounding those area was under layoff. They at that time they will not be having any work because layoff is going on there due to natural calamities. The workers cannot come to the organization, so the employers declare layoff. And in those periods, while in the layoff periods, what happened is, in the layoff periods, these laid out employees will be given layoff compensation. And after the fixed period, like maybe for 10 days or 1 month or 2 months, after once this layoff period is lifted off, these employees can be back to their normal work, and as they can join their normal work. The fourth one is retrenchment. Retrenchment is a temporary termination of employees from the workplace due to a replacement of machineries. Now, at present, there are a lot of technological advancements, so men is replaced by machineries. So, at such condition where men is replaced by machinery, or due to closure of certain units due to lack of production, like all like when there is no demand for some products, like nowadays there is no floppy CD and all, in such kind of situation, those units will be closed down, so many people will be losing their work. So retrenchment is a process wherein a permanent termination of the employees will be happening due to replacement of machinery with the workmen, or even due to the closure of certain units of production. So these are the four forms of industrial dispute. So the main difference between layoff and retrenchment is layoff is temporary, whereas retrenchment is a permanent form. So hope you got an idea of different forms or the consequences, or which has been included in the industrial dispute. That is all for today. Thank you.